Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel and welcome to another day of triathlon training. If I'm honest, I didn't know if today's day of triathlon training was going to happen, so wind the clock back 24 hours. It's been a pretty rough day to be honest. Mid-afternoon yesterday, finished my long ride, got back home, had lunch, had a nap, that's quite normal. Woke up with a little bit of a headache, and sometimes on a Sunday for some reason I do. Whether it's because I'm doing more training at the weekend or not, I don't know. Anyway, so a bit of a headache, and over the next 20 minutes, half an hour, it just got so much worse. I was at the point where I felt physically sick, and in my teenage years I suffered a lot with migraines, and it's sort of almost like that, like I felt like I was going to chuck up. So I went back to bed, got another like hour and a half sleep, so I'd slept for about 3 hours in total. Woke up and I felt, I haven't drank alcohol for 3.5 years now, but it felt what I remember like a hangover feels like, and I just felt like drowsy and groggy. My head had cleared a bit, but just didn't feel 100% at all. So went to bed that night, and of course, because I'd slept for 3 hours during the day, didn't really sleep very well last night. So this morning I sort of thought, well, I missed a swim, took the £2.50 fine on the chin, and then didn't run at lunchtime as I planned to, just because I didn't feel normal. I didn't feel healthy, never mind like ready to train. So it's now about 5:30 in the evening. I've just ran 5k, I'll leave it on screen now, 27 minutes, just nice and easy. But most importantly, I feel normal now. I feel like my head's so much clearer. I can't believe how like rubbish I felt in comparison to now. So yeah, I didn't really want to force myself to do any training today. But then of course I get the stress of like, okay, if I don't do any training, what am I going to do for a video? Whatever, I'd have thought of something, but anyway. Also, the forecast today was absolutely terrible. It was, right now on BBC Weather, it was an 83% chance of heavy rain. I'm not entirely sure where that's coming from, but anyway, yeah, good luck running. But I think today's video is going to be some sort of swim testing. I'll probably put that in the title somewhere. I see people talking about it. People have asked me, thanks to those that have, do I swim to CSS? Do I know what a CSS is? I don't know. However, when people ask me those sorts of things, it does prompt, it's thought-provoking, isn't it? So done a bit of research, figured out what CSS is, and I'm actually going to do a CSS test tonight in the pool. I'm going to go like 9 till 10 p.m, so hopefully it's going to be pretty quiet in the pool. I'm going to do a 400 meter time trial, then a rest, and then a 200 meter time trial. I figure it's a good time for me to do it. I haven't swam for 2 days now, so my arms are pretty fresh. I'm pretty okay because I've had a just around 5k today. That's it. So I'm going to give it a go, and I think then it gives me some like quantifiable data to work from. And of course, swimming pace for like a half Ironman and Ironman is like, CSS or thereabouts, isn't it? Like a long, hard tempo sort of thing. So anyway, I'll probably see you either at the pool or after I've swam or something. So see you later. All right, I've swam. I've PB'd left, right and centre. I've driven home and calmed myself down a little bit. I realise I haven't won the Olympics. However, I am super happy, super happy. Apologies for the noise in the background. Liz is chopping, aren't you, Liz? Yeah. Anyway, always chopping, yeah. So the CSS protocol is you swim 400 meters as fast as you can, have a rest, swim 200 meters as fast as you can, put the two numbers into a calculator, and it tells you what your critical swim speed is, which is the speed you should be able to swim 1500 meters for, or basically like, a hard tempo pace. So for the 400, I did 6:28. Now I think my 300 PB was 5 minutes or maybe 4:58, something like that. So that means that, is that quicker than that? I think it is. So chuffed for that. If anything, I felt like I started off a bit steady, but then I think you probably should start off like that sort of test, shouldn't you? Then I had a few minutes, I did like 100 or 200 meters steady, I don't know. Then did 200 meters hard. I started a little bit stronger, obviously it's a shorter interval. Having done the 400, I sort of knew what sort of pace I could sustain, and obviously I had good morale from having a good time on there, or good for me. And I swam 2:58 for 200. Now, I only just broke 1:30 for 100 last week on a single interval, so I was absolutely super stoked with that. So then afterwards, I thought, you know what, I'll have a minute or two resting on maybe 5 minutes, then I'll just do 100 flat out just to see what is. Good night, you got to take it when you've got it, haven't you? And I did 126, so absolutely so chuffed with that. I know that swimming isn't going to go on like that forever for me. However, for the time being, I'll take it. Thanks to Chris and Michelle for saying hi and giving me some tips tonight, very much appreciated. And Ashley today, who gave me some swim tips while I was swimming. It's all little things, but little things make big differences, and I've got a lot of things to make up for in my swimming. So let's put this into the calculator. Time for 200 was 2:58. Did I do this wrong way around? Should I have done 200 then 400? Somebody let me know. And then the 400 was 6:28. Calculate my CSS speed is 1:45 per 100 meters. there you go, line in the sand. So I'll do another maybe 2-3 weeks training, then maybe do the same protocol again, give myself it's not like a bike test, isn't it? A bit like an FTP test. Ooh, I can see myself getting into this. Yeah, so that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I can't believe I'm getting half excited about swimming, how times change, hey. But when you, like I have done, been in races where if I could swim like middle of my age group, I could be coming off of the bike towards the front of my age group. You sort of try and look for those gains, and swimmer's definitely where I can gain yourself a reference. I swam 37 minutes and 50 something seconds at last year's Outlaw Half, which was, you know, I was happy with it because I'd hardly swam before it, but my age group winners are swimming 28, 29 minutes, so I'm dropping, you know, nearly 10 minutes initially, but no more. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. Hope your training's going well. Click subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow at 4 PM. You saying bye?